Is your character not as agile as you would like?
Karluk looks at Euphemia and says, I really wish he would have missed, and then just falls over.
Is DM's grace in short supply?
Oh, and the candles go out
Yeah.
on the Minotaur's horns.
Is compassion not your character's strong suit?
Minotaur more like beef or more like cannibalism? So I'm asking for a friend.
Is persuasion your dump stat?
Be prepared for a caster. Please do not move on their own.
There's no caster here.
Listen long enough, and you too might learn how to roleplay 8 Charisma.
And welcome back. And it's time now for another episode of Roleplay 8 Charisma. We're in the middle. We're in what we call a hot LZ here. We're in the middle of combat. Things are happening. And we're going to need someone to summarize. And it's be me. So who would like to summarize for today? Or we'll have a little roll off.
What?
Doesn't it have to be you?
It has to be you. The rules are.
It has to be you.
No, you don't want it to be the dungeon master based on no one getting injured. Or people proactively.
We have established a precedent.
All right. No. There could be Doc. Okay. Maybe Doc has to do it because he caused us to, like, his real life issues made us postpone a week.
Yeah.
So
Doc took actual damage last week.
Yeah, he took actual damage last week. There is water damage. Like, what is that? Like, I think Doc, you have to let us have some level of entertainment based on. You can either fill us in on what happened in real life, or you can remind us what happened in the game.
Yeah, it would be. This is double jeopardy. I won't stand for this. I'm going to call statutes all night long. And
I just re-listened to the podcast. All day.
All right. Wow. The charity knows no bounds.
So basically, we started off with Thrallrick returning to camp after scouting out as a spider. And in depth and detail, I will not go into again. In a summary, he went over an entire map that he drew out. And exactly, we figured out where all the bad guys were. And then we talked for a little bit and decided that the best course of action was to enter through the north, where we believe there was a secret entrance covered by a tarp to look like the wall. We weren't exactly sure what the guard situation was, so we moved in about 80 feet away. Then we did a little additional scouting, discovered there was a goblin and a hobgoblin. So then, to Joe/Ulrich's credit, he came up with the idea to have Euphemia wound the hobgoblin first before we dropped the sleep on him. But then Doc rolled out of his mind anyway and put them both to sleep. And then we finished them off and silenced them forever. And then we snuck into the tower in the north. So we discovered that there was a curtain going out and a door going out, and Euphemia scouted out the curtain, and we think she saw something, but we're not 100% sure because we were being silent. And then we went into the doorway, which goes to a corridor where there was a hobgoblin on guard. It took a little extra effort to dispatch the hobgoblin, but it was done. And then we started moving into the corridor. And then Ulrich decided that it was a good time to bless things loudly. And so we've probably been discovered because the bats have been disturbed, or the bats are flying at us. I'm not sure which one. And so currently Karluk has a sleep spell ready to sleep bats if they fly through the curtain to the southwest. And Pyric has a sleep spell ready if anything else comes through the curtain to the southwest. Ulrich has charged into the room and bloodied the drow. Kind of minor important thing that I left out from it is that when I came back to describe the scene in the northeast tower, where we're currently breaching the door now, or that's what Ulrich just breached, is where our kin Gruden and Adric are being bled into these bowls. by what looks to be a drow and an elderly bugbear who's probably the king of this castle. So Ulrich charged in there, put the smite down on the black spider, and so his surprise round is done, but the rest of us still have a surprise round. But I believe somebody has heard something moving around, and so that's pretty much everything that happened.
Bats.
Nice summary there, John. Yeah, we have a pretty interesting,
detail-oriented.
Yeah, a very, very good detail. John, take a point of inspiration in the middle of combat.
I don't need inspiration. Anybody need it?
I always need inspiration. I never touch dice without.
Ulrich needs it. He's going to need it to smack the.
Ulrich is standing amongst
don't you have inspiration, Seppi? I thought Ulrich gave it to you last time.
Is that true? I'm constantly using it because I roll terrible.
Oh, you could have used it, I suppose.
All right. So, excellent.
No, I have one, actually. It's amazing.
And we are at the top of a round. So combat did start. Ulrich stormed into the room, had a great one-liner, and really took a good gash out of the drow-looking creature there. And we are back to the top of a round. It is Shadeen's turn. And apparently there was a plan of some kind. And so we're going to see what happens.
Yep.
We're doing the Marine thing. We're adapting.
Okay.
Yep. So I am going to cast darkness where I am.
Where are you casting it, sir?
I'm casting it on my person, on my armor. My armor is emanating darkness.
Is that
classic. You got to love a classic.
I attack the darkness.
I am the darkness.
I think they removed that from light. Did they remove that from darkness too? I got to check.
No, they did not remove it from darkness.
Whoa.
They actually talk about darkness, how you can cover it up and still have it and then open it again, then darkness can come.
Correct.
It's a thing.
It's a point, though.
No,
it's an object. Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
They specifically talk about it.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. There you go. Yeah, because they took that off of light. It's surprisingly they did it.
They took it off as silence. I don't know if they took it off light.
Oh, maybe they didn't. All right, excellent. In any case.
All right. Anyway,
darkness is on your armor. Nice. And what's the radius of darkness there?
15. It's 15 radius, I believe.
All right, hang on. I got this. So you have I'm adjusting your token here. So one of the cool things about Roll20 is you can make creatures generate a radius.
Make sure he makes it the right size, though. Sometimes he likes to short you on your radius.
Whoa.
See.
That's personal.
That's what she said. Hang on. Wait, I'm on it. Wait.
Nobody likes a short radius.
Hang on.
Yeah, 15-foot radius.
All right. Let's see here. Hang on a second. Aura. We see it. And it's a circle, and it's 15-foot radius.
Yep.
Oh, it's working. I see it.
Yep, I see it.
Yeah, there it is. Look at that. That's quite a 15-foot radius. Now, darkness doesn't go through walls, though, right? Clearly.
I do not believe so.
It will wrap around corners, though.
Got it.
So if the doors, the way it's shooting in where Karlik is correct.
Yeah, right. And it wraps around. It's like a liquid.
Yeah, and the way it's shooting into the northeast tower is correct, too.
Right. Okay.
All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is peek through the curtain.
Okay. Now you're going to move down one to peek through the curtain?
Is that down here or down here?
I'm going to ping. The curtain is right. I'm pinging the curtain right now.
You have to move south of me.
You'd have to move south of.
So that's one square. Can I
let go of your guy so you can get there and I can see.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So you're going to peek through the curtain. Now you can see in the darkness. That's your ability, but everybody else can't, right?
Correct. At the moment, no one else can see.
Right, including all the players. No one can see anything. It's dark.
Right.
I can see now.
Just as long as we're on the same
planning on leaving in a moment, but if somebody knocks me out, we're all screwed.
Right. Well, we're going to see what happens here. Okay. So, as you're peeking through the curtain and you're advancing, what kind of armor are you wearing?
I am wearing half plate.
He's still got my thing for stealth wise though.
Right. Pass without trace. Okay, good.
Yep.
So here's what we're going to do. So your plate would give you disadvantage. His spell gives you advantage.
No,
so you're neutral. But then having darkness up gives you an advantage.
No. John, I'll let John
speak. Right. John's is plus 10. Right. So you got disadvantage, but it turns to advantage because of darkness.
Yeah.
But then you have plus 10 to your roll. So you got a straight up roll.
Straight up roll plus 10.
Plus 10.
Okay.
Nice. You can do it.
Oh wait, I can just go over here. It's stealth, right?
Yeah, you can just roll a d20 and add your stealth bonus.
Or you can
Plus
click
10.
stealth on your thing.
Or I can click stealth.
There you go. So what'd you get?
You got
That
a
was pretty
6,
bad.
but it's plus 10, so it's a 16.
It's
16's pretty good. Let's see if anybody watching here does okay. All right, there we go. Okay. You look through, you see 2 hobgoblins with their swords drawn, trying to look, but they're obviously in pitch black. And they were clearly waiting there for some poor schluck to walk through the curtain, but they're not exactly sure what to do. And they're kind of standing there trying to make a decision.
Okay. Are they the only 2 in the room?
Yeah. So you see a room. The room is, let me give you a little spiel on this room here. The room is sort of a funny looking shape. It's a little bit curved. And let's see here. In the room, there is a stone brazier, but of course the blackness is driving it to 0.
Yeah.
And in the middle of the small room, it's a small barracks. There's like a few straw pallets lining around on the floor. And there is the curtain you're peeking through. There's an arrow slit in one wall, kind of to your left as it curves. And then on the right-hand side, there's a door closed. And in the south of the room, there's a door with a bar across it on your side.
That would be where the owlbear thing is?
If the dwarven druids be believed, yes.
And how far away is that?
Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet to get to the door.
Okay. And do I believe is there enough room between the 2 guards for me to get between them?
They are currently standing basically side by side and diagonally in 2 5-foot squares. So you have to make a little dexterity check to pass between them without bumping one of them.
Okay. Never mind. I'm going to Misty Step to the door with a free
smart.
action.
How far do you Misty Step?
30.
20. Yeah, you can do that. So I'm going to move you, right? You're going to bamf.
Yeah. Bamf me.
So Craig, you still have 5 squares of movement left if necessary.
Well, I'm going to lift the bar.
Well, that's part of your movement action. So.
Yep.
Right.
So you bamf.
Yep.
You bamf to there.
Yep.
And yeah, you're good at the moment, but yeah, you're good. You're good. You bamf to there, and the 2 guards are now, one of them is out of the darkness, and one of them is partly in the darkness. But anyway, you're gonna lift the bar, right?
And the guards don't have icons yet in the map? Is that
I'll put them there for you. Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. I still got that brazier snuffed.
There you go. You can see the guards on the map now?
Yep.
There they are. That's where they are. And they're looking at the curtain, but they're kind of one's completely out of the darkness, the one near the top wall there, and one's partly out of the darkness. And they're kind of looking at each other like, what happens? Like they might start to figure things out when it's their turn.
Right. It got super dark, right? And then there was a rustle of fabric, and then the darkness receded for one of them, and the curtain was just waving, and that's it. That's all they got to go on.
That's right.
Because I'm Mr. Stealthy Dragon in armor. And they're about to hear me launch a giant bar away from this door.
Okay. So
and then I'm going to yell, "Chow time!"
Okay. All right. Let me add a new creature to the initiative track. Let's see. Here we go. So nice. So you yell chow time.
Yeah.
And you pull open this bar. Are you going to open the door behind the bar?
Yeah, I'm going to do everything I can to get that owlbear out of that room.
All right. Well, as you open the door, you do see there's this room with sure enough, an owlbear. So the upper floors of this tower have been collapsed to create like a hollow silo type of situation, at least about 30 feet high. There's dust, rubble, broken glass covering the floor, old work tables, bookshelves are strewn around to the south. And in the middle of the room is a hulking beast that looks like a mangy bear with an owl's head. It rears up and roars when it sees you, sort of, except it's dark. So he's kind of like sort of looking over there at the darkness and roaring as he hears the door open, but he can't see anything at the moment because it's dark.
Yep.
Okay. So
if I have any movement left, I'm going to step aside. That's all I want to do.
All right. Move yourself to one square.
Yeah, you have 5 squares left.
Yeah, you got some movement left if you want.
So is that a place I can be right here?
Sure. Yeah.
Yep. That's where I want to be.
That's difficult terrain, but you can do it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Excellent. Let me put the owlbear in his appropriate spot on the initiative track. He didn't do particularly well, but that's okay. There we go. All right. Everybody should see the owlbear on the initiative track. Shadeen is good. And let's see.
Shadeen is greatness personified, is what you meant.
Shadeen, that was most impressive, I've got to say. So you run down there, you yell with a scream, flip the bar open, the door's open. It's pitch black down there, but there's an owlbear.
Well, at one point there was also the cry, "Shadow Child!"
Yes.
But I'm not sure exactly where. Wherever it was the most dramatic.
Okay, well, somewhere in the middle sounds good.
Yeah.
Speaking of confused, folks, it's now one of the hobgoblins' turn, who you just sort of walked Misty Tuck by, who is a bit confused. So I'm going to make an intelligence check here to see if this guy even has a chance of knowing what the hell's going on, or he's just going to follow his instincts. Let's see. He rolls a 4. He's got no clue. He's a little confused. He probably had a plan at one point, but there's this giant owlbear and there's a roar and it's pitch black back there. So he actually steps north through the curtain.
You didn't bring the darkness back to me, brother.
And he sees you there, Thrall. And yeah, he's going to swing at you. All right. And these guys, by the way, were not surprised. They were definitely waiting for the owlbear.
Yeah,
They're
no,
confused.
I got that. They heard the prayer. I get it.
They heard the prayer and they were waiting, but then now they're just leaping to action because crazy darkness thing happened. So he's going to roll to hit you there. It's not going to probably hit you, Thrall. He got a 8, and his plus is +3 with his long sword. So yeah, that's going to be a 13. I assume your armor.
Going to bounce off my wooden shield. Ba-bang.
Dang. And he's like, and he says, do arms. And Euphemia, you're up.
Okay, here's the picture with Euphemia. She's kneeling down. She's her left knee is up. She has a bow the color of honey, and her cape, her cloak is cascading off of the left arm. She's holding her bow. She taps Bear Brother on the thigh, and she says to him, "Do I step back or stay here?"
Get in the tower.
I get in the tower.
All right. How far into the tower are you going?
I'm going to go.
You need to take down the black spider.
I'm going for the drow.
Yes, exactly.
I'm going to go just inside the door, Russ,
All right.
and then to the left.
All right. So up where I'm pinging right now?
Yeah. Is that okay to move there?
Yeah, you can move there. That's cool.
Okay.
All right. And then you've got a little buff on there. So I'm assuming someone gave you bardic inspiration or blessing or something. I think it was a blessing.
I believe.
Wasn't that
Shield Brother
blessing
did.
that kind of alerted some folks? Yeah, okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, good enough.
All right, here we go. I get
Yep.
advantage because I have surprise. Is that correct?
You do still have surprise on these guys, yes. Okay, that's a pretty good shot.
21 total.
That's a hit.
All right. Don't even need to use the bardic. And then I get to re-roll one of these dice if it's low, Russ, with my
right.
feet.
Sounds good.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Is the
20
damage thing messed up? Yeah.
No, you got to click the short bow button.
Oh, the short bow. I did the wrong thing. Hold on.
In the discussion. You also need to do your sneak attack damage.
Oh, so it doesn't do that, John? Okay.
If you have it clicked on globally underneath your weapons on your character sheet, it will.
So, Russ, I can re-roll one of those ones, okay?
So you got a 5, a 3, a 1, and a 1, right?
Yep. So I'm going to re-roll one of the ones.
Right. So you got a 5, a 3, a 1, and a 2.
There we go.
Right.
So 5 and 3 is 8, 2 is 10, 1 is 11, plus my bonuses. I think that's a 16.
All right.
Also, Rafe, if you wanted to, you can use because of what Doc is, you can use his Bardic's Inspiration for an extra D6 damage.
Oh, that counts for damage too?
You can for him because he's a Valor.
Oh, snap. Okay, 16 plus this, Russ.
All right.
18 points total.
All right.
From my broad-headed arrow.
All right. So take off your bardic inspiration because you spent it. But yes, he looks he was already bloodied thanks to the dwarf, but
did he change gender? Okay.
She's staggering. She's staggering back and she looks very pained, very pained. All right. Karluk, you're up.
You're on mute, Doc. Doc, you're on mute.
My dog was barking.
All right.
I didn't want to hear
Hey,
you.
Rafe, there's a country song in there somewhere. My dog was barking. Go
Yes,
ahead.
I'll get the lyrics next time.
All right, good old Calic. He's going to charge forward into the tower, seeing that Euphemia.
Yes,
went there,
yes.
guessing that that's the correct thing to do.
Oh God.
He's going to yell out, "A bugbear, a drow, and a minotaur entered a bar. The bartender said, 'You can live if you play a guitar.'" Then I'm going to run the drow through. She's right in front of me, and do hopefully a hammering horns, because
Well, you'll have advantage,
Oh, perfect. All right, good.
assuming she's still surprised.
Yeah, you get +4 to your hit, plus D4 to your hit as well because of my bless on you.
Feeling good.
AC 24.
And hit a 24.
24 will hit.
There we go. And 15 slashing damage. Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. So
Callie,
you're running in there and you just take her head off.
Oh,
But the weirdness, that's when the weirdness starts.
Oh
As
no!
her head separates from her shoulders and begins to arc through the room, her whole body starts flopping around and morphing and changing. And by the time her head, round thing just hits the ground, there's no facial features, there's no eyes, there's no ears, just goes flop, just like the bally head thing. And the whole body, which is just like musculature, but no features, no nothing, just falls to the ground. And there's just blood just pooling all over the ground.
Hi, every man to his taste, as the man said when he kissed his cow.
And the bugbear does not
what
look
does that
surprised by
even
this.
mean?
I cannot explain it to you if you're not worldly like myself.
Karlik, do you have any stuff left you can do?
Just for looks, I want to do my hammering horns and throw this disgusting body away from me into the wall. I can move it 10 feet. It's a strength check if you want, Russ, or you can just slam the body away from me.
Sure.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
All right. You can go move the body. Where are you slamming it to?
10 feet directly away from me. So it just hit the tower wall there.
So the head's already kind of in the middle of the floor of it. But yeah, so it's a mess here. So let me just help you guys out here with one little thing here. So we're going to do this.
I'll look at the bugbear at this point and say, drop your, what's he holding?
The bugbear?
Mm-hmm.
Hang on a second here. I just want to get this little thing done for you here so you guys can see this.
Sure.
All right. Hang on a second. All right. So that's what's flopped on the ground.
Oh no.
And
It was the female drow when he walked in the room, right?
was not anymore.
I look at the bugbear.
Now it's just ooh.
Ew. And the bugbear.
I don't know what that thing is.
I'm gonna look at the bugbear and say, "I never take a wife. I know what to do with her."
The bugbear's got a morning star and a javelin on his back, and looks like he's actually a little nonplussed about the whole body chain situation. Honestly, nice job, Karlik. And so, Karlik,
We're all body snatchers.
Karlik, are you standing in the doorway still?
Oh yeah. Let's see here.
That's fine. You can do it.
I'll follow on up here and let me see. Where do we want to go?
Make room for Starfinder.
Guys. Yeah. I'm gonna go here. There we go.
Yes. Karlik, don't forget to say drop your morning star.
Drop your morning star.
Yeah.
As
All
I
right,
walk
make an intimidation check there.
Oh, sweet.
Does he have
with advantage after just slamming the
ooh?
something or other across the room.
Ew.
Ew.
Insight.
How'd we do?
That's
It's
not the right-
intimidation. It's okay.
Oh,
Use the same numbers. You got a 13 plus whatever your intimidation bonus is.
And it's the same. Yeah, so 17. I have the same bonus. 17 for intimidation.
All right. So yeah, he's He's eyeing you up and down. He's trying to assess the situation. Also, actually, make an insight check there, Karluk.
All right. I'm going to burn my inspiration on it.
Oh, nice.
By that time, I rolled intimidate. 12.
12. Okay, you're not sure because it wasn't a great insight check, but it was above 10. It looks like he's less intimidated and more like he recognizes you. And like a knowing look and a little bit of a sneer growl appears when he.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
All right. That's what happens. Okay, moving on. It's Pyrrhic's turn. Mr. Starfinder, you're up.
Okay, then. So I'm going to go 1.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 2.
As you pass me, Pyrrhic, I say, close the door behind you.
Okay, I will go 3. I will go 4. This is not what I expected in here.
So Pyrrhic, for those following along without visual, Pyrrhic just walked into the room. That is pretty much a madhouse at this point. There's like everybody and their cousin, including a body of an Ewww in the corner.
And really, it is our cousins. So there you go.
Yeah, pretty hand. They're both their cousins.
Okay, so I'm concerned about multiple things. What is the breadth of a lightning bolt?
Oh, the width of it?
Yeah,
Just
5
like,
feet.
what's that? Sorry, John. Go
5
ahead.
feet.
Yeah, 5 foot wide. So it's it's basically 1 square wide.
It doesn't ricochet off walls anymore, though.
5.
You used to be able to make it go back and forth off of walls.
Yeah, it was pretty OP back in the day.
Yeah.
In this situation, it can be very powerful if you
Or
have,
dangerous. Or dangerous.
well, yeah, if you have the
1, 2,
right
3,
skills, it can be very nasty.
Okay, so there's the non-plus bugbear. There's some sort of spell-casting hobgoblin. Do I recognize their arcane garb?
Yeah. He looks similarly. It's not the same guy because you already killed him, but there's a similarly well-equipped hobgoblin. Looks like he can cast a pretty mean spell up there in the north near the brazier there. And next to him is a wolf that's just starting to become unsurprised.
Okay.
Both of them are still surprised. This is all happening in seconds. Like you guys are like an efficient killing machine here.
Is the bugbear considered to be surprised?
Oh yeah, he's surprised.
Okay, so
He's gone through an emotional gamut in a couple of seconds here. I mean, Elric comes in, pretty much gets him scared.
If
Moose
I-
comes in, scares him also.
if,
And now you're here looking him up and down.
if I am here and I
yeah.
shoot the wolf with a lightning bolt, would it get both the spellcaster and the wolf?
If you shot it diagonally between both of them, you could because they're within 5 feet of each other. So yes.
Okay.
But you got to be careful. You would catch Euphemia also at that angle.
No. I want to move.
Unless you have that ability. You might have that. I don't know if you have that ability to avoid hurting your friends.
I do.
Okay.
Okay.
So that would also
And
help.
I will just stay here. If I can do that and shoot it between the two of them, I will just
Okay.
stay here.
Does that ability work for all or just fire? Is it all for you?
Evocation.
Okay, cool. Yep.
A lightning bolt is evocation, and I could avoid 3 friends because it's a 3rd level spell.
There you go.
Wow.
Just so,
That's so
you might-
awesome.
You might already know this, Seppi, but you're going to have to make that DC 13.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
We're gonna.
What's that for, John?
I shut the door. Okay, so here now that I know all the math, and I'm sorry to the listeners that I had questions. You can edit that out, Russ. But okay, so I'm coming through the door, and as I'm coming through the door, internally my monologue slows down. Okay. You could see me pull the lightning scroll from its case, and it unfurls into the air. As I do that, you see my other hand come across it. Hands come across it. Each of the ruins is scooped up into the finger of my 2 pointed fingers.
Wow.
And then I touch it to my forehead, and let's see if my spell is going to work or if I blow my head off.
That's really impressive. I have to say that's some of the best. You know what, Seppi? Take advantage on this roll for that description.
Oh, don't! You're just teasing me.
No, you deserve it. That's some good role playing. You know,
you're teasing me. Oh, wait till you hear what I have to say to myself.
You're still probably going to roll double ones, but I think you should try this.
Is it an Arcana check?
No, it's not Arcana. It's a straight up intelligence. So you roll a d20, add your intelligence, and you have to beat a 13.
And I'm giving you advantage because of that awesome description.
1. I did
it on the first one. Hey, it was destiny.
And 20. Yeah. So I need advantage.
There you go.
That was me. Did you want to use my red card?
I might. What's your red card say, Seppi?
This card may be played.
I'm the Dungeon Master. Yep.
Minus on a skill check. I would still make it.
It's not.
That's not going to hurt you. So we're going to let it go. We're going to keep that for later. We're going to keep that for later.
Okay then.
Yeah.
All right. So as I have the energy of the scroll at my forehead, and I start to extend my hand internally, I say to myself, philosophers and wizards are both obsessed with their relationship with the gods. Where the philosopher struggles to accept their place, the wizard endeavors to close the gap. Special beam cannon!
Nice. I like it.
Finally,
all right.
For all my DBZ homies, the special beam cannon has been fired.
Special beam cannon. Nice reference. All right. So why don't you go ahead and roll your damage? Now they get dex saves. Is that correct, John?
They do.
Yes. And it's
half they fail. Right?
Yeah, it's his DC. Well, it's actually, I don't know if it's his DC, but it's easier if it's his DC. And then it's going to be 8d6, Seppi, which you might have to roll 2 sets of 46.
All right.
Oh, 2 sets of 46. Doing it.
There we go.
Okay. That's a lot.
So 15,
like 15 on the first roll. And then roll the second one.
I want to do it again. Come on. There you go. Whoa.
Oh, that's 6. Well, was it 40?
35 points of damage.
I don't know what the other roll is, but it's 35.
35 total.
Yeah, so it's a dex save, right?
Yeah, so dex save. So here we go.
Do they get a dex save because they're surprised? Are they flat-footed?
No, there's no flat-footed in this edition.
You still get that. So here comes the dex save on the Hobgoblin caster. Here he goes. Ooh!
Oh,
baby!
Sad for
one, baby.
Seppi, what we're going to do with that is I'm going to count that as a critical hit for you.
Ooh,
so we're going to go to the luck deck, critical hit, and we're going to look on critical hit magic attack on, where is it? Nope, critical hit for players. We're going to count it as magic. Here we go. Looking up the spells. Ouch. He's going to get, instead of just getting 35, he's going to get maximum damage.
Oh, that's 48.
And he becomes vulnerable to this type of damage for 1 full minute. So he becomes vulnerable to lightning damage, and he takes maximum damage.
Is he still standing after 48 damage, Russ?
Well, we're gonna check. Actually, you got him by just a couple of points. So if you hadn't got maximum damage, he'd still be up. But no, you drop him. He just gets totally lightninged and fried. And all that's left is a charred skeleton that falls to the ground dead.
And it's another charred spell book, hopefully.
And the wolf also attempts to make a save. Here we go. So he tries to make a save here. Dex save. Nat 20 for the wolf. So basically, he's going to take half damage for that. And that's going to be, what do we say? 35. Half of that would be 15, 17. So he's still alive.
Is he bloody?
He is bloody, yes.
Nice.
And then I shut the door with my keister.
Use your mage hand.
That's not what I call my keister.
Okay. And he is bloody, but he's still for some reason up. But you definitely, the dice bounced the right way for you there. You definitely wanted to kill the spellcaster and leave the wolf alive. That was.
Oh, I've taken these angry fireballs before. It unhinged me.
That kind of description, you totally deserved that. That was a pretty impressive shot. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely was that definitely made this a lot less painful for what's going to happen next. So that was good doing. All right. Let's see here. I got a guy to move around over here that nobody knows about. So let me just do that real quick.
Now we all know about it.
That's okay. And that comes along to there. All right, excellent. And then let's see. This other guy got to make an intelligence check for the other hobgoblin in the room with Craig. So this guy's going to make an intelligence check. He also has no clue what's going on. And he's just like, I'm just going to stick with my people. I'm going to follow this other guy. He comes through the door, moves into fighting formation, and attacks you also.
He can't go past me.
No, he goes past his own guy.
No, but you're moving through my 5-foot square. You can't do that.
No, he's moving diagonally between the two, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't do that, but if you want to, you can. It's fine.
Why can't you?
Because you can't cut corners like that when you're trying to pass somebody. I'm blocking the way, but that's all right.
You can't move diagonally in 5th edition? I don't know. We're going to play you can. We can look that up later. I'm pretty sure you can move diagonally in 5th edition, so we're going to do that. So he's going to attack you. Here comes the attack. And it's probably going to miss. So he misses also. All right.
Off the wooden shield.
Yeah, dang. And then also, we got another guy that some people do know about. So let's see what we're going to do with this guy. Let's see. It's got that and that and that. Okay. So we got this guy, this other 1, 2, 3, 20. All right. So let me fix this here. So let me see if you can see this stuff, John, because I'm not sure if Thalric can see what's going on here. Yeah, Thalric, make a perception check because there's some stuff you might be able to see, but you're also kind of distracted by these two guys that are on you. So make a perception check there for me.
22.
22, nice. Oh, yeah. Okay, you see some movement going by the doorway over here. Right over here. And so what you see is a couple of things are happening. You're pretty sure you just saw a hobgoblin in plate mail go by the door. And then you're also pretty sure you saw at least one other hobgoblin in armor working with him, moving very militarily. And then you also see standing in the doorway, about to cast a spell at you, is another one of these hobgoblin casters. And he does indeed cast a spell at you. And smartly, someone closed the door. So this guy cannot fireball the entire room. So that was smart.
We're going to call it the Easter move.
That's right. That's a pretty good move there. So instead, he casts, let's see if we can get range and line of sight on the dwarf yet, or if he has to close his gap a little bit here. 10, 15, 20. I think he has to step up one more to pull this off. He steps right into the doorway, and then he points at you, Thalric, and 3 fiery rays fire out of his hand and zoom right at you. You might even say they're scorching. They're so hot. And he's got to roll to hit with each one. So here comes the first scorching ray. Rolling to hit. I believe that's going to be +5. That's going to be a 23. Does that hit?
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. You take 2d6 fire damage. So you're going to take, you're going to take 12 from that hit. And then he's going to use Army Arcana on you. So when a hobgoblin casts a spell that causes damage on another creature, it can choose. I'm sorry, that's a different one. He's using Arcane Advantage. Sorry. Once per turn, if he does damage to a creature that's within 5 feet of an ally, which you are, he can deal an extra 2d6 points of damage to you. So he does that.
No.
Basically, his buddies lean into the magic, and he take another 7 points of damage.
No.
That was the first ray.
So how much did I take total from that shot?
12 plus 7.
19.
So 19.
All right, that was the first ray.
No, 19.
Here comes the second ray. And he rolls a 7 plus 5 is a 12. It's probably going to miss, right?
That is going to miss.
So that shoots into the wall. And then his third ray. And he rolls an 18.
That's going to hit.
That hits. And that's another 2d6 scorching damage there. Fire damage. You take another 4. And he looks very angry.
He looks angry.
I was gonna say, you probably look angry too. All right, that was him. And okay, that was him. And that guy's not doing anything. And this guy, oh yeah, there we go. All right, now this hobgoblin is done because he already moved in. So Thalric, it's your turn.
All right, I am going to.
And you're not bloodied yet, right?
Nope. I'm going to drop a thanks to the inspirational speech. I'm going to drop a fog of cloud there, fog cloud. So that's a 20-foot radius, and it will go out into that other room.
All right. Does that follow you, or is that just in the ground?
No, it's on a point, so I'm putting it right where I'm standing.
Let me find my fog token here. Hang on, I'm on it.
Actually, you know what? I'll throw it right here where I'm pinging.
Seppi just lost power.
Oh, no. All right, hang on a second. Let me get the cloud up. We'll decide what to do in a minute. So 20-foot radius or diameter?
No, 20-foot radius.
5, 10,
so 4 squares out
15,
for me.
15, 20, that direction. And it hits the wall, though, right? It doesn't go through the wall.
I need to be able to see in it because I'm going to be in a spider. Well, I need to see 10 feet, so however you want to do that.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. And 5, 10, 15, 20.
So this is the center here, so it should
Yeah, I
go.
think I got it. And then 5, 10, 15, 20. Does that look right?
No.
No, it's in the tower.
Well, I know, but I can't not make it in the tower because
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
What
It
does it
should be
pretend it's
right-
not there? Pretend I've got a big
go out to
plastic
here,
temple I
right?
got to put out. 5, 10, 15. Oh, it needs to go a little bit farther this way, right?
Yeah, it needs to go out here.
There you go. Blink.
There you go.
And one more here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I'm going to move it to the bottom. There you go. So we know where it is roughly, and we know it's not really in the tower, but you get the idea what's going on there.
All right, and then as a bonus action, I turn into a spider, so I'll need my spider token.
All right, spider time. Work on the spider here. Giant spider.
Quiet.
All
right.
I'll move your guy
Now,
up here.
in the other rooms, the ceiling was 15 feet high. How high is the ceiling here?
It's 10 here.
10? Okay.
All right. Okay. What else you gonna do?
I can't see with my spider token.
Oh, well, that's appropriate. You're in a fog cloud.
Well, I have blind sight 10 feet,
But
so I
10-foot blind sights. We'll turn that on. Let's see. You have vision. You have night vision. 10 feet.
So they didn't see me turn into a spider, so I am now going to climb on the ceiling and be above them.
Oh, smart. Okay.
I still can't see with my guy. So.
Well, you should be able to see dynamic.
I can see the captain, and I can see, but I can't.
That's right, because you only have 10-foot blind sight. That's all you can see.
I can't even see my token.
Details. Let's see.
I think I'm seeing with my dwarf right now. I'm not seeing with a spider.
Oh, he's not assigned to you. That's why. Hang on. Wait for it.
So I'm seeing the captain and the devastator and the other guy, but I'm not seeing the.
I got it. Now, can you see with him?
Yes, perfect.
Hey, we're good. All right. So there you go. You're there. And did we lose Seppi? Do we need to pause?
Yes, he lost power.
Oh, no.
So.
All right. Maybe we'll have to pause for tonight then. I don't want to lose Seppi in the middle of the battle here. All right. Well, we got a good session in so far. So with the situation, let's see if we can make it to the end of the round. So it's a nice clean break. How's that? Thrall, are you done? Are you done with everything else, Thrall? Anything else you want to do?
No, that's it. So those guys were all during the surprise round because I never really got a surprise round. So
they were not surprised, right? So they kind of threw you off your surprise game because you got a
problem. No problem.
Okay. Well, this will be a good. We got 2 more actions to go before we hit the end of the round. Because there's the owlbear still to go, and then Ulrich still gets a turn. So let's finish out the round, and then we'll pause unless Seppi gets miraculous power recovery. All right. So owlbear's turn. Owlbears aren't exactly the cleverest of creatures, but he's been trapped in here a long time. He does have keen sight and smell. So he's going to do a little owlbear sniffage. He's probably a bit hungry. Definitely been cramped a long time. So he's going to make a little perception check here with advantage because of sight and smell. But I'm going to give him a straight up roll because it's dark. So it's straight up roll to see if he can smell the nearest food. That's a 19. I'm going to say he does smell the nearest food. Now, looking at the map carefully, let me do some measurements here. Let's see. It's 2 squares to Shadeen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares to the nearest hobgoblin. I'm going to say the owlbear, he goes 5 feet, then he spends another 10 feet squeezing through this little door. He gets right next to Shadeen. He smells you, so he knows roughly what square you're in, but he's going to attack you with disadvantage because of darkness. So he's going to try to swipe at you to get a nice nom. And his attacks are, owlbears have multi-attack. He gets 1 with his beaky and 1 with his claw. So here comes his beak at you with disadvantage, Craig. So he's going to have to roll well here. He gets a 5 plus 7 is a 12. I'm sure that's a miss, right? On your godlike armor class, Craig?
Yes.
No problem. And then here comes his claw, also with disadvantage. So that also gets a 12. So while he's near you and trying to find you, trying to get a piece, he doesn't actually connect. So he's looking a little confused. Maybe his olfactory senses failed him. It's a little unclear what's going on here. And last in the round, but certainly not least, the dwarven paladin himself, Ulrich. What are you going to do?
Now it's time for revenge. Does this guy look like he's going to stand down? The bugbear.
He isn't even out of his surprise round yet, so you're not really getting a lot of feeling on what he's going to do. He looks confused, a little intimidated by you, a little bit angry at the whole Minotaur situation. And ironically, the thing that's bothering him the least is the fact that there's a decapitated Ewww in the corner.
And that is definitely not moving. It's a dead Ewww.
Oh no, it's definitely not moving. Its head. Here, let me help you out with this drawing here. I'm gonna try to paint a little picture here for you. So there's like a little bit of ooze coming out here, and then over here there's like a little head, and then there's this little bit of neck, and then there's this more ooze coming out of that, like a little pool, and there's all this ooze everywhere, and none of it seems to be moving.
Gotcha. All right. Learning without thinking is a job lost, and thinking without learning is dangerous. Which one of my kindred spirits is most wounded? Which one of these two? Are they in?
Make a perception check because they both look really bad.
Or medicine.
Yeah, sure. Medicine works.
All right, I'll do
How do they have a medicine check and no knowledge? I really want a knowledge check in 5th edition. It's really bothering me.
All right.
Go ahead with your medicine check.
So there's actually a thing called medicine. Oh, there's medicine. Look at that. All
yeah,
right.
Medicine's a wisdom check.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. 4. You can't tell.
Okay.
They both look pretty bad.
I'm going to lay on hands on whichever one this is, Adric or
Adric. Okay, sure.
I'm gonna lay on
Your
hands.
brother or your cousin?
My brother. I want to do my brother first.
All right.
Although all dwarves are precious, so
Never leave a dwarf behind.
They're bleeding out, but I'm laying hands. Give him 2 hit points to keep him alive. All right. That's my action.
So you give 2 hit points to Adric.
2 hit points to Adric to make sure he doesn't bleed out and die during this battle. And that was my action to do that. And then I am going to step here.
Do you stop the bleeding? Where did you apply it? Did you do it in the leg to stop the bleeding?
Wherever he's bleeding from.
They've got their carotid artery in their thigh is cut, and they have a tourniquet that's controlling the drip.
So 2 hit points on the hit point for each wound to close it up. However you want to do that.
Got it.
And then I'm going to step here to protect Pyrrhic Now, and I'm gonna look at the. I'm gonna ignore the wolf because I get Karluk up there for my back, plus Euphemia to kill him. Now, do you want to parlay or do you wish to die? Because I don't have another action, so that's all I can do. And that's it.
All right. I'm going to make a note of your dialogue because you probably won't get to the response yet.
If you parlay, I will throw one more awesome line at you. Go ahead.
All right, hang on. You know what? That's funny. Let me there we go. Well, that worked out. We'll put this. Where do you go? There you are. Just got to find a spot for this. There we go. Okay. So you went, Ulrich, and then it actually is his turn. But let's see here. What's the situation? Well, we just decapitated that guy. Pyric just one-shotted the spellcaster. That's probably pretty impressive. So what did you say again, Joe, exactly?
Do you want to parlay or do you want to die?
Do you want to parlay or want to die?
And if you do not want to parlay, we will partay.
Nice horns. He looks at you and he says, your Minotaur and the lies he spreads about my kind are known to me. I would treat with you, dwarf, but not while he's in the room.
I control your emotions or they will control you. Call your men off, all of them outside, and we will have this conversation. I looked at Karluk. Are you okay with stepping outside?
I don't think that we should let this guy who's seen a Minotaur that he tried to put in the arena out of this room.
Just like, okay, this is going
I'm like, a good teacher's better than a handful of books. Round 3 it is.
All right. So Karluk tells him, don't let him live.
He gave him the hoof.
All right. I think that's a good place to pause then. We definitely need Pyric back. We're going to stay in he's got an action though. Let's see if he makes he's going to make an intelligence check here to see how bad the situation is. Ooh.
Oh, it's getting worse.
Yeah, he does a non-smart thing.
What's a smart thing, though? I always wonder with your intelligence checks which way you're going.
Well, a smart thing, like if you rolled really well, the smart thing to do would not be to fight in this situation.
Oh, okay.
There's really no way he's going to get away alive, right? The dumb thing to do would be like, I hate that Minotaur, and he just insulted me again. I think I'll swing my axe at this dwarf in front of me. That'd be the dumb thing to do.
Or charge the Minotaur.
And he just rolled a 4. So he's going to do a dumb thing. It's kind of how I look at it.
He's got a -3 as an intelligence. That's awful.
I think he should try for chest compressions on the Ew.
Right.
This dude's not as smart as his wolf.
No, sorry. He rolled a 7. I missed it. His intelligence is a -1. So he rolled a 6. But again, bugbears aren't really known for doing smart things. So it shouldn't really be to anyone's surprise that the bugbear doesn't really do a wise.
Don't feel bad, Russ. He's as smart as half our party.
that's probably true. Okay, so here he goes. He's just going to attack you, Joe. It's not a very smart move. He swings at you. This is why really smart bad guys employ bugbears, because they never live long enough to tell any secrets. So he swings at you, and he whiffs. He rolls a 4.
I sidestep it and laugh in his face.
Yeah, so he's not even like, you're not even worried about him. You're like looking him up and down, like, I can take this guy. I take this guy in my sleep. And
hey, Ulrich, when you get done with him, if you just want to chuck his head out into the hallway here, that might help my cause.
And just got to do some scurrying.
You can have Zeppy zoom in on his phone.
And I think we're good.
For as long as he has power. He can use Zoom on his phone.
But he can't.
He won't have roll 20.
Yeah, you want to roll 20.
It's hard to see everything. It's a good place to pause. We're at the top of a new round. I mean, we only got an hour in, which is unfortunate, but hey, it's good. We got some good progress here. A lot of drama. Things went much better than they could have. The one-shotting the mage in that room was huge because those mages have the ability to cast spells that don't hurt their own guys. So that guy could have dropped a fireball or a lightning bolt right in the room and really messed up everybody's day.
He doesn't have that ability anymore.
Yeah, the fact that Seppi one-shotted him with a crit was pretty hot.
Well, he's brightening our day now with the small fires that are probably still burning in his clothes.
Exactly. And the owlbear plan is working perfectly. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Greg goes,
Things that make you go,
Yeah, well, you're doing a great job, Craig, of keeping the owlbear out of the battle. So that's good.
Well, yeah, you only made it halfway.
The owlbear was locked in a room. Keeping him out of the battle was not a problem till I opened the door.
Well, the problem, you didn't finish the move. You were supposed to come back into the room here.
I didn't have any
The
more.
plan was not made clear.
Yeah, well, you had 5 more spaces.
All right.
Oh, I thought you said I had 5 more feet.
No, you had 5. You had only moved once before you.
Yeah, because you misty stepped. You had a bunch of movement. Yeah.
Yeah. Then but then
Then you would have been darkening the entire room. So I wasn't sure what the plan was either.
They can't see, so you could have slipped by them.
Oh,
and with Russ's diagonal move, you should have been able to slide right through him.
Yeah.
Well, he was giving me that option.
I did say he could do it. I just said he might bump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Russ's defense, he did give me that option.
Oh well, that's what I'm saying. If you could have done it, see, so you could
zigzagged in there. And then,
the only negative, so you would have brought the darkness back, so I wouldn't have had to cast fog. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that would have been great.
But the negative of that is you quite possibly could have been like, I don't know if the Devastator would have dropped a fireball in here instead, and we both would have got smoked. So. I am probably going to get pounded, but we'll see what happens.
well, you got the only person going to really hurt you is the mage. The mage is going to do a number on you.
Yeah, well, can't see me at the moment, but that may not matter.
Right. Well, he might cast a spell magic. Who knows?
Well, anyway, we'll have to find out more next time.
Don't give Russ any ideas, but yeah, that's possible.
I got a whole book here of things to do. It says right here what to do when you have a giant spider in your castle. I'm just
die some more.
I have a whole book of what to do.
All right, guys, good session. I'm sorry I couldn't go a little longer, but
bummed.
Lots of excitement. Well, unless Rafe, you want to do a little more country music for us.
I'll learn. Well, Joe and Craig and Doc didn't get to hear the song, did they? Well, I'll bone up on it and get a second song next time.
Achievement unlocked. You've made it to the end of another D6 Generation episode, the podcast whose humor has universally been acclaimed as not too horrible. Please let us know what you thought of the show by emailing us at info@the d6generation.com. If for some inexplicable reason you actually enjoyed this show, you can help others find out about it by leaving positive reviews on iTunes. Thanks for listening and happy gaming.